You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Live. Well, this Friday, we have one of the biggest sports days of the year, the last day of the year. The college football playoff starts. Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, go blue against Georgia. And it seems Alabama has some issues, you guessed it, with the Wuhan virus. That's right. No word on outbreaks. It don't look like as of yet. But as of right now, they have arrived without their OC and their OL coach, their offensive line coach, both former NFL head coaches, did not show up to North Texas with Nick Saban. Top-ranked Alabama arrived Sunday in North Texas without offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien. Of course, he is the former Houston Texans coach. And offensive line coach Doug Marrone, former Buffalo Bills coach. But Coach Nick Saban expected both assistants to make it to the playoff semifinal game at the Cotton Bowl. He said there were no known issues with COVID among players. The Crimson Tide said last Wednesday that O'Brien and Marrone had tested positive for the coronavirus and were isolating with mild symptoms. Saban said Sunday that both coaches were doing well in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and would participate in meetings and practice via Zoom until they could join the team before Friday's game against Cincinnati. Quote, they will do all of their work and coaching virtually with players, very similarly to the way I did it when I tested positive before the Auburn game a year ago, Saban said. Quote, they'll be here for the game. No one, really that bad sick can't function and do things they need to do for our players. Leave it to Nick to have no remorse and no regard, and I love it. The Bearcats, 13-0, the first team from outside of the Power 5 conference to make the college football playoff, were scheduled to arrive in North Texas later Sunday. Saban said Alabama's entire team is vaccinated and that more than 90% of the players have had their booster shots. The coach said the players are wearing masks and social distancing in meetings. Quote, we have encouraged them to use the same practices we used to use a year ago, whether it's mask in meetings, wearing a mask when you're not in the building, social distancing when we're in meetings, Nick Saban said. So if there were some new protocols that would help us be safer, we would certainly implement them. But I think we tried to implement all we know that has worked in the past. Has it worked? Really? This is the second year in a row that the Crimson Tide are set for a playoff semifinal game at AT&T Stadium. The Rose Bowl was moved from California to the home of the NFL's Dallas Cowboys last New Year's Day. Because of the pandemic, Alabama beat Notre Dame 31-14, and I think we can all imagine Tricky Nicky has something up his sleeve. I haven't made a prediction for this game, but I fully expect the Crimson Tide to, for lack of a better way of putting it, beat the hell out of the Bearcats. Sorry if you're a Bearcats fan. I don't know what to tell you, but, look, I'm a Michigan fan, and if we get together with Alabama, yikes, I'm worried about it. Let's put it that way. But this is awesome. It's one of the best times of the year with the college football playoff. So much NFL talent all around in the college football playoff this year. Michigan's got quite a bit of NFL talent. We know Alabama and Georgia are full of NFL talent, being from the SEC. We'll see. Now, I don't know if anybody saw it, but last week they come out and said There are some protocols. There are some scenarios where they could float the national championship game if there is a COVID outbreak, a Wuhan virus outbreak. And there's also a scenario out there that if it gets too bad, we could have a national champion by forfeit. Yikes. What an embarrassing end to the college football season that would be if they chose not to float the game long enough that you could have two teams actually play and earn the title, but instead it would have to be forfeited because of the damn Wuhan virus. Seriously? Tell me what you think, Black and White Live fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.